The lazy ripoff of Gravity Falls tried to come back. I kid you not. Remember that odd cartoon from Russia called Veli? Well, it's back, baby. So a couple years ago, I reviewed a cartoon that blatantly ripped off Gravity Falls. This horrible knockoff had so many characters that resembled our favorite characters. I mean, for crying out loud, they're not even trying here. The cartoon community had such an uproar that it forced the creators of the show to end their own cartoon forever. However, like any good soldier, they didn't give up without a good fight. They decided they wanted to change their ways and issued out an apology. They wanted to change the entire art style, story, and even the premise of their show to start over again. Which we have to give them props, because I don't think anyone's ever done that before. So now they apparently have a cartoon that's 100% original and fresh. They rebooted the entire show to look like this. Look, it's been years since Gravity Falls ended, and I don't think you need me to tell you that it was a cartoon that was basically a masterpiece, despite the censorships it faced at Disney. But for those of you who don't know, Veli is a cartoon about a boy who speaks the Tartar language. Yes, they made a cartoon about a boy speaking a different language. How bored are they trying to make us here? What the fluff is this? They straight up copy and pasted this crap. What the hell? Anyways, like I said, it was so bad that they decided to end their own cartoon. You see, ripoffs usually die out after they've been called out, because no one in their right mind would want to trust a studio like that ever again. But since they issued an apology, we can respect that. So what did they reboot it as? This. What the fluff am I looking at?
Я обычный школьник из Казани, и у меня самый крутой блог на YouTube. Но это не точно.
What the hell is that in the YouTube suggested side? Are they trolling? Guys, I kid you not. In the cartoon, you literally see them mocking someone ripping off Gravity Falls. They're not even hiding it, bro. Are you guys starting to understand why I tell you that ripoffs live rent-free in my head? Anyways, our main protagonist has a new makeover with more defined colors and lines. The art style also no longer resembles Gravity Falls, if I'm being honest, and the animation has improved slightly. But why is he vlogging like a YouTuber? Bro, he's like 9 years old and he's recording in the middle of a class. This knockoff Dipper Pines uses his fluffing keyboard to eat food from. What the hell? Anyways, they have this dude dressed like a TikTok influencer with ripped jeans. I guess we gotta give them points for originality. They're really trying very, very hard to stir all that criticism away from that Gravity Falls backlash. And it was a lash, alright. They got a whooping from that Gravity Falls community, I'll tell you that. So homeboy tries listening to a Russian song, and this man gets mad. Now here's where things get really funny. Homeboy has a crush on a quote, beautiful girl in class, so he's basically trying to impress her. He realizes he has no game or anything of value to offer, so he decides to become a YouTuber and wants to quote, blow up. So he makes a vlog mid-flight. Mid-flight! Yes, this kid is the only one on a plane apparently, and decides to set his camera up on the seat across from him and just vlogs casually. Hey genius! You're supposed to turn off your electronics at some point when you're on a plane! But guess what, guys? It turns out that this was just a green screen, and a cow eats the frickin' screen. What the hell am I watching?
Скотина! Хромак отдай!
Oh, and it looks like they were asking for funding at some point. One of the comments even says they won't get enough funding to keep going, and guess what? They were right. This cartoon didn't even survive, my guys. Look, it's not my damn job to fund your work and pay your salary. First, you guys gotta prove to me that you can make something original, then I'll consider it. But since you ripped off Gravity Falls in the beginning, I'm kinda hesitant as to what I wanna do with my money. I don't know if I wanna give it to a shady company in Russia that I don't know where my money is going. Next thing you know, they rip off Dipper Pines, they rip off Gravity Falls again. Who knows? I mean, when you look at the original ripoff of Gravity Falls, you can clearly see that they were not trying. Look, I'll give credit where credit is due. The art style has changed. I don't have a problem with that anymore. The premise of the cartoon also seemed to have changed as well. But honestly guys, this just looks like garbage. And don't forget that they decided to rip off Gravity Falls. I won't let them forget this. This is still a cheap imitation of Gravity Falls. Honestly guys, I kind of want to go back to that older ripoff because that thing had me crying. You know what? I've had a change of heart. From this day moving forward, no one watching this video is ever allowed to pick up Gravity Falls ever again. Instead, we're gonna be watching Vayli at home. Why would you go out to a beautiful restaurant when we got Gravity Falls right here at home? Alright, let's turn that TV on and enjoy the new Gravity Falls. Alrighty, time for me to pick up a hammer and break my television because it's infected with garbage. Yes, both the reboot and the older version of this ripoff are both poo-poo. Seriously, is anyone unironically watching this? Because I might have to take you down to the local hospital and check that brain out. We need to examine your head, sir, or woman, or man. We need to figure out why you like the ripoff of Vayli unironically. Because there's no way you're looking at this and thinking, that's, I'm inspired to be an animator right now. Whenever I see animation like this, it just inspires me to do better. It inspires me to figure out what university these animators went to. Now guys, I'm not making fun of the animators. Well, I guess you can say that I am, but really I'm making fun of the people who try to rip off Gravity Falls. It all stems from the head of the operation. Animators deserve a break. It's very difficult to animate, but even here I have to look at this and just say, is this even animated? I mean, when you just drag things up and down, sure, it's literally animated, but is it actually animated with love? Oh, but Kolobi, they were crunched for time, and come on, dude. They were crunched for time? Is that gonna be the excuse for everything? When someone steals from you, are you gonna say, oh, well, they were crunched for time? When someone punches you in the face, oh, they were crunched for time? When someone rips off Dipper Bites, oh, they were crunched for time. But I'll be honest, they probably were rushing to get this thing out. They probably were literally rushed for time, which makes this even more hilarious. So we get animation like this. But anyways, what do you guys think of this cartoon trying to come back? For those of you who don't know, this cartoon crashed and burned again. Once again, they did not succeed. Their first show failed. Their second show couldn't even get off the pilot and failed again. This is getting pretty embarrassing, and if they ever make another Gravity Falls ripoff, oh my goodness. There's about 3 Gravity Falls ripoffs at this point, by the way. Oh my gosh. Why does everyone keep ripping off Gravity Falls? Is it that good? I know the show's good, but if your cartoon gets ripped off 3 times, you must have been doing something right, Alex Hirsch. You must have been doing something right, my boy.